DIY u87 versus DIY u67. Let's get it on.
You're listening to the dangerous mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. No excuses, no BS, no pants.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. So I realized I never shot out my DIY u87 versus my DIY u67. So this is a vintage u87 clone, circuit designed by Danny Bouchard, 3U audio capsule, Cinemag transformer, all premium parts. And this, over here, is really more of a u67 homage. It's not a true one-to-one clone of a 67. Circuit designed by Ruud van Steenis, 3U audio transformer, and an actual Neumann capsule from 1979. I made a whole video how I found that capsule. It's a crazy story, so go look at that. Anyway, so look at me shilling for my other videos. I'm so shameless. So this microphone here really to me is more of a hybrid of a 67 and a u87. We have this beautiful Mullard 1963 NOS Mullard EF86 that I sourced from Bowie, known Christian Whitmore. Everybody knows him as Bowie on the forums. And this is a microphone that I built that took me 5 years to figure out how to build this microphone. I did a whole video on that too. But I never shot out the two against each other. So let's read some copy. All right. Here we go. Plus, with ABC, you get top-notch customer service, a team of expert agents, and a tech platform that puts you in the driver's seat. Call now to learn how much you can save. Plus, with ABC, you get top-notch customer service, a team of expert agents, and a tech platform that puts you in the driver's seat. Call now to learn how much you can save. All right, so they're very much in the same family. And I think the first thing that you can notice right away is there is more of a transformer squish to this than you really hear here. And I think the 3U audio transformer is a little bit, I don't want to say cleaner, but more transparent than the Cinemag. But also you're hearing, I think, more of that tubiness to it. I think this is the difference between this and this. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't sing, so don't worry about it. So, all right, tags. Okay, this weekend only, get a brand new Hyundai Elantra for $329 a month. This weekend only, get a brand new Hyundai Elantra for only $329 a month. So I think there's definitely a little bit more fidelity going on this side. And there's definitely, I think, a little bit of a different mid-range push on this side. But I'm not sure which one I like better because, you know, having a tube microphone in the booth is a pain in the butt. Because if your tube ever goes out in the middle of a session, which, I mean, is kind of rare, but if you do have a problem with it, then having to put a new tube in there, should you have a replacement for it? I actually have a replacement for my 63 Mullard, and it cost a few bucks. It was not cheap. But I do, and then I'd have to put it in there, warm it up. I mean, there's a lot that goes in. There's a lot of maintenance with a tube mic that you don't get with a FET mic. And so I think that there's really a school of thought here that the difference in, I hear a little bit more 12K, I hear a little bit maybe more 4 in this mic than on this mic, and I could probably EQ it right in. But I think they're pretty close. So the question is, which one should I keep in the booth if I only keep one? Do I keep this microphone? Oh, let's do some character voices. So,
my, what a lovely bunch of coconuts. My, what a lovely bunch of coconuts. That's the thing. With this microphone, you can really just set it up and go, and there's no power supply. There's no whole thing you got to deal with. You know, you got to use the special cable. Otherwise, if you don't use the special cable, it won't be as special. And yeah, you do have to use a special cable. I have a Gotham audio cable here, and it was, you know, it's one of those really high-endy cables, and it's supposed to make a difference, and I'm sure it does, but I'm not really a cable guy, so I don't really know.
So yeah, I do think that this microphone, I don't know, maybe this over this, but yeah, I don't know. I want to know what you think though. So the DIY u87, which is really to me as close to a one-to-one clone of a vintage u87 as you can get. The Danny Bouchard circuit design is well regarded in the DIY community. Or this Ruud van Steen's 6787 hybrid is really compelling. So is it worth the extra effort to have to deal with a tube mic? Or do I just keep them both in the booth? I don't think so. Well, I got to pick one. Which one do I pick? Let me know, all right? Leave a comment. Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.